That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm could throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show. Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
1st and 10, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have it on 2nd and short. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Cut out left. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. We've reached the break with Chargers visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Khalifa Raymond to return it. And look at this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They've got first down from the 31. Motioning one of the tight ends. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Here's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Sticking with Edwards here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Lions will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chargers, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
PlayStation